The reason why we feel like we can't get anything done is because, do you ever feel like your day is endless and the day just slips away before you even realize it? Well, today I'm diving into the number one reason you can't get anything done as a working mom and how to fix it. Hi, my name's Sandi Glandt. I'm a high performance coach. And today we are going to dive in and talk about how we are going to stop spinning our wheels and start thriving both at work and at home. So let's dive in. If you are ready to unlock the number one reason why you can't get anything done as a busy working mom, we're going to dive in. You don't want to miss these 5 tips. Here we go. Okay, so I have so many of my clients that are busy working moms, and they come to me and they say, Sandi, I feel like the day gets away from me. I feel like I just never have enough hours in the day, and I can't focus on actually putting time into my business. The days just get by and I don't know where the time goes. Well, today we're going to dive in and talk about that. We're going to talk about the number one reason why you feel like you can't get anything done. I also have 2 very busy boys. I run my company. I'm a best-selling author, podcaster, YouTuber, and TV host. And look, we all have so many different titles that we wear, but at the end of the day, we need to focus on 5 key things, 5 key elements that are going to help us as a working mom. Because, they say that there's 24 hours in the day and everybody has the same 24 hours in the day. I do not agree with that. Somebody who has, let's say, you have a girlfriend. She has no kids. She has no spouse. She has no business. She has a different 24 hours in the day than you do as a working mom, a business owner, a wife. So it looks a little different. So we're going to dive in today, and I want to uncover for you 5 ways that, in my opinion, are all number one reasons. So these are the 5 number one reasons why you can't get anything done as a busy working mom, but I'm going to show you how we're going to fix that. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. By the way, if you don't already know this, every single week I'm picking 3 winners to win some amazing Slayer Day merchandise, to win a call into the High Performance Academy, and also maybe some extra bonuses in there, like calls with yours truly, or some special surprises that our winners are picked every single week that they get. So subscribe to the Slayer Day podcast. Let's dive in and chat about the number one tips on how to start getting more done. Okay, the number one reason why you cannot get anything done as a busy working mom is because you are not prioritizing what moves the needle. I've said it a million times, but ladies, please listen up. Okay. Leaders can get caught in low priority tasks that lead to burnout, that lead to exhaustion, that leads to inefficiencies. So we have to step away from that. We have to start as leaders, especially as working moms, we have to start looking, what are those high priority tasks that only we can focus on, okay? So a solution for you is to start implementing systems. You guys know I love my systems that streamline decision making and help you to focus on your energy that those high peak performance times of the day, when you know that you're in it, when you're getting things done, when you are slaying your day on those high impact activities. Okay. So what are those high impact activities for you? This is what I want you to do. I want you to go through at least 24 hours and I want you to write out what are all of the high impact activities that you're doing. Are they making sales calls? Are they doing follow-up from a lead flow or a lead gen? What are those high value, high impact activities? Anything else that you're doing in your day that is not a high impact activity, we're going to get into that in the second step here. But what I want you to do is realize first and foremost what those high impact activities are. And I want to also share with you that inside my High Performance Academy, we teach you exactly how to do this, how to identify and focus on the tasks that truly matter. As a matter of fact, I have an amazing training for you called the Big Money Moves Training. And if you head over to sandraglandt.com/big money, that training is completely free. It's yours. go snag it and identify what those big needle moving tasks are for you. Because when you get caught up in the minutia, it just sucks up your time. And then you get to the end of the day and realize, like, what did I do? Did I get anything done? Like, what happened today? Where did the time go? So focusing on those high impact needle moving activities is going to be the key in your success here. And I want to give you that training for free. So go check it out. www.sandraglandt.com/big money. Everyone is talking about Soursop, the tropical superfruit with superpowers. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, listen in. If you suffer from inflammation, digestive issues, low energy, or low immune health, there's nothing else like Soursop to help your body feel its best. But the Soursop fruit is almost impossible to source in the US. So Soursop Nutrition is on a mission to bring you a selection of expertly formulated supplements that give you the benefits of Soursop hassle-free. The Soursop Cell Plus Immunity Gummies are gluten-free, non-GMO, and low-carb, and they're a favorite in my house. We also love their shake boosts, which come in 4 flavors, including 2 delicious fall favorites, pumpkin and apple. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I love adding the shakes into my smoothies, and we even add them to our bake treats for the kids, and they love baking with me. They're great for gut health, are full of fiber, and help balance blood sugars, making it a natural weight management aid. Who doesn't love that? The shakes are also 0 sugar, low carb, and gluten-free. Place your first order today and enjoy 20% off with code SANDY20 or use the link in the show notes. Number 2. Okay, these are all my number 1. So I'm just going to just say number 1, the second number 1 reason why you can't get anything done as a busy working mom is because you're not utilizing automations. Now, automations are your secret weapon. All the moms out there, I want to share something with you. So I was at the park with Jordy and I was on my bike and I'm riding around the park and he fell asleep on the back of the bike. And I just stopped for a minute because I was by the lake and it looked so pretty. And I just stopped for a moment to take a picture of us together. And I had opened up my email and I saw that there was already emails being sent out while I was on this beautiful bike ride in the park with my son. That is an automation. That is just one example of an automation. There are hundreds, thousands of automations that you can put into your business. So this is what I want you to think about. Any repetitive task that you have, for example, like scheduling, client onboarding, email marketing, these are all things that take up time, but also can drain your time. So if you're doing anything more than once, I want you to get an automation for it. And now you're like, okay, Sandy, that sounds great. Where do I start? I'm glad you asked. So 2 things here. Part of the solution is leveraging technology to automate these tasks. There's technologies and automations for anything and everything under the sun that you can imagine. So what I want to share with you is in the High Performance Academy, we provide step-by-step tutorials, step-by-step automations, where we share with you how to integrate these into your business, how to integrate automation tools so you can work smarter, not harder. That is the definition of what a working mom should be. And look, I'm going to say it's for anybody out there, but you know, as a working mom that we have such limited time in the day. You got to get to the soccer game. You got to get to the baseball practice. You got to do homework. There are so many demands on working moms. And I'm just going to get up on my soapbox for a minute because I get it. I was there. If you're struggling with this right now, I see you so clearly because I was that woman. I struggled with wondering how do I set up these automations? Where do they start? What do they look like? I have so much to do in so little time. And remember it just being so overwhelming. So I'm here to tell you, number 1, congratulations. You have found your people. You have found your tribe here with Slay Your Day and inside the High Performance Academy. But what I'll also tell you is there is a solution. Okay. The solution is getting into whether it's the academy or working with me one-on-one so I can help you to integrate. We can integrate these automations integrate these tools so you can work smarter, not harder. It's not just a saying. Working smarter, not harder gets thrown around like everybody knows what it means and everybody knows how to use it. I'm telling you, as a working mom, there is another level. There is another level of working smarter, not harder when it comes to your automations, when it comes to the next tip that I'm going to share with you, when it comes to prioritization. Like, all of these tools are so, so important. So if you don't know how to do this, you're not alone. You don't know how to do it because you've never done it before. So get yourself in an environment that can show you, that can teach you, that is going to make your life so much easier. And what I'll say is this: if you're not ready, like if you're personally not ready for that, do it for your family. Do it for your kids. Do it so you don't have to show up and be on the phone at baseball practices. You don't have to be on the phone at their activities. You get to be present. Like, isn't that the gift that we want to give our kids? Our presence, not presents, presents, our presence, being with them, also being engaged with what they're doing, right? Like, that is what truly matters. So if you're someone that's struggling with figuring out what to prioritize, how to move the needle forward, how to put automations into your business, then it's time for you to be inside the High Performance Academy, because this is where you're going to learn the systems, the strategies, the automations, the tools on exactly how to implement this into your business. So I would love to welcome you inside. If you head over to www.sandraglandt.com/academy, you will get all the information to join us there. I promise you this will be a game changer, because every single week we're sharing with you not just what it looks like, but we have implementation calls on how you get to do this in your business, how to set it up, what it looks like, open Q&A calls. So get on these calls, prioritize being here on these calls, and your business will completely change. The third number one reason why you can't get anything done as a busy working mom, and how to fix it, is you are not delegating, okay? You're not delegating or building a supportive dream team that can help build alongside you and support you in the process, okay? So part of this challenge, let's just talk about that for a minute. Part of this challenge is trying to do everything yourself, feeling like nobody can do it as great as you, okay? And that itself is putting a hindrance on your productivity and growth. At the end of the day, there is only one you. There is only one business owner. There's only one mom. There's only one wife. So which one are you going to show up? Which one are you going to show up in? Okay? Because you can't be fully present mom and wife and business owner all at the same time. You can do everything, but you just can't do it all at once. And that is so, so important for all of my working busy moms out there to hear, because I think that there's this like idea that we can do it all and we can have it all and there's no excuses. Yes, but we need to have the support, and you need to have people that you can delegate to, that you can outsource to, that you can build the dream team with. So it's just not all you. I had to learn this the hard way. When I had first started my business, I remember being so overwhelmed because I had so much going on between business and podcasts. I've had 3 podcasts already. Okay. My very first podcast was called the Modern Moms Club. I think you can still find it on iTunes. And I remember just being so overwhelmed, and I listed out all the things that I needed support with, all the things in my business. I just did a big brain dump, and I was like, all the things that I need to have support with, that I can have help with. And I hired my very first VA, which then it turned into an EA. And this was such a big game changer, because I realized there are other people out there that can help support me. So I don't have to do it all. And guess what happened when I did that? The business grew. I had more time with my family. I had more time for other projects and events and VIP days and content days or Freedom Fridays that I wanted to have in my business. So the expansion came when I brought people into the business to support me in the growth, and I didn't have to do it all myself. Don't be the martyr. Don't feel like you have to be the one that's washing all the clothes and doing all the dishes and sending out all the emails and the videos and bring people in to support you in your process. Like we talked about in the number one reason that I gave you, the number one reason being you're not prioritizing what moves the needle. You don't need to get caught up in all the low priority tasks. Okay. That's what leads to burnout. That's what leads to inefficiencies and exhaustion. So step away from that and start delegating. Start putting yourself in alignment with people that can get you going further faster because they're on your support team. Okay. Inside the academy, we help you create foolproof delegation systems. So when you're bringing people on, when you're bringing people on that can support your business, this is so key. So please listen here. You can scale your business without micromanaging. You can scale the business with systems, proper onboarding systems, proper SOPs or standard operating procedures. So it gets to be flawless. It gets to be the way that you want it done, and it gets to be expansive. Again, if you don't know how to do this, it's no fault of your own because you've never been taught, but I'm telling you right here, right now, there is a solution to grow with ease, to grow with expansion, where it gets to be so exciting. But you have to put yourself in an environment, in a room where you're going to get that knowledge and information if you've never had it before. So again, for this tip that I want to share with you, start delegating, start outsourcing. And if you're not sure how to do it, get inside the academy where we're talking about this. We're having conversations where we're sharing with you how you can start delegating and outsourcing in a way where you can trust people, you can trust your teammates to ensure that all the tasks that you're giving them to your team members, a VA, a personal assistant, an executive assistant, you can start outsourcing where you need. And you trust the people that they're going to get the job done. Sometimes, hopefully, in the best case scenario, if you're onboarding correctly, even better than you would do it on your own. It's like a dream come true. Okay. So get inside the academy. Like I shared with you, you can go check that out at sandraglandt.com/academy. All right. The fourth number one reason you can't get anything done as a busy working mom is because you haven't built consistency through routines and through framework. Okay, so let's break this down. So without structure, right? You have to have certain structure in your day for how you're doing your calls. When are you doing follow-up? When are you putting out your content in versus on the business? We have an entire training on this inside the academy. Decision fatigue is real. Okay. When you've made too many decisions in a day, from what you're going to wear to what calls you're going to make to what workouts you're going to do in the morning. Okay. And misaligned efforts can start to disrupt that progress. So let's talk a little bit about this. Developing a routine. And you guys, I'm such a fan of routines throughout my day. A morning routine, an afternoon routine, a before I close my workday down routine, getting into the kids like activities routine, and then also an evening routine. Like, I love all of these. I have a routine for each part of my day. Okay. So having a repeatable framework that is going to keep you and your team aligned is so important. Okay. And having this consistency, it's going to give you that structure. It's going to give you something to follow when you're not sure. Okay. I'm plugging into my work day today. What am I doing here? What are the things that I can repeat, the frameworks that I can repeat to ensure consistent results? If you're like, why do some months they're like off the charts amazing, and then other months I feel like I have no progress at all? Because you haven't built consistent routines and frameworks into your business. And as a matter of fact, even just into your life, what are your consistent routines in your home? What are your consistent routines in the morning for your morning routine, or your consistent routines for your evening routine? I have these through everything throughout my day. And we've talked about these on past episodes. So I also want to share with you that inside the academy, we focus on creating repeatable frameworks that help to ensure consistent results, okay, across all areas of your life. So again, let me give you some examples here. So when you wake up in the morning, are you waking up, scrolling on your phone, like not really quite sure what you're supposed to do in the beginning of the day? Or are you waking up with a plan? When I wake up, my gym clothes are out, my vitamins are out. I know what workout I'm doing. I know what breakfast I'm having in the morning. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably see I have the same breakfast every morning. You guys, that doesn't happen by accident. It's because it's a routine for me. I don't have to think about what I'm eating in the morning. Am I having cereal? Am I having eggs? Am I having pancakes? Am I having no, it is the same thing. 2 eggs with fruit and coffee in the morning. Sometimes I put sausage in there if my macros if it's in there for macros, but I already know that it's part of the plan. It's part of the routine. So I have that same consistency built throughout my days, where my Mondays are certain structured days, my middle of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are client days. And then my Friday, I like to call my content days or my Freedom Fridays, where they're open to VIP days, content days, or just simply like having a picnic in the park with the boys. So the routines are going to be the thing that help you in your next level, that support you in getting to that next level. And if you are in a place where you're like, I don't have a routine, I don't really know what that looks like, please reach out to me. I would love to help you focus on what are your goals and how do we tie the goals into the routines so you're constantly hitting your goals every single month. And finally, our fifth number one reason why you just can't get anything done as a working mom, which, I have to say, there's 5 of them here, but there could be so many more. The fact of the matter is that the structure, the applications, the systems, the delegation, the prioritization, all go under this umbrella. And again, there's so many more. You could be like, my kids were homesick. Okay, but is there a routine for that? You could say, I was sick, so I wasn't able to get XYZ done. Again, go back to number 3, delegation. There is a solution to every single reason that you're going to give me about why you can't get things done. And as a working mom myself, I've come up against all of these. I've gone through all of these, and I know how to troubleshoot these. And this is what I want to help you do. Because again, so many of my amazing, amazing, wonderful clients, they are working moms, and they have the same things that come up as you and I do. They have the same maybe challenges. They have the same roadblocks. But when they took these systems, when they took these strategies, applications, solutions, and started integrating them into their businesses, everything changed. Whether it was working with me one-on-one coaching or inside the academy, they started implementing. And that is the biggest thing that I'll tell you, which it's kind of a bonus. It's not really, I didn't have this plan to talk about this, but it's a given, right? You have to be willing to show up and implement. Because if you're not implementing, it's funny, in my book, in the last chapter, I talk about this, about the implementation, because it's so, so important. You can learn all of the automations, you can delegate, you can outsource things, you can prioritize things in your life, but unless you're showing up and implementing, none of that is going to matter. Right? So it's so important that if you are listening to this and you're like, I would love to have systems, I would love to have applications and automations in my business, reach out to me or sign up for the High Performance Academy, sandraglandt.com/academy, and let's get these systems into your business. It is a game changer as a working mom. Again, smarter, not harder. That's what I want for myself. That's what I want for you, because at the end of the day, we can do it all, but we need to know how, when, and where we're showing up so we can fuel into the business, fuel into ourselves, fuel into our communities and our babies, our families, which is so important. So I'm going to give you the fifth and final, although there are more, the fifth and final number one reason why you can't get anything done in your business as a working mom, and how to fix it. And that is inefficient time management. Okay. So what does this mean? Jumping between tasks without a clear plan. Again, back to the plan. What is the plan? Okay. A clear plan results in having things streamlined. And when you don't, you miss deadlines, you are stressed out, you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't run the business and be that present mom and show up for myself because everything's chaotic, right? Yes or yes? Okay. So it's an easy fix. The fix is we implement time blocking, we implement scheduling, and there's applications for this. We implement and allocate specific periods or days of key tasks and times to do things. Like I just mentioned, I have certain days in my business that are only for academy, that are only for content, that are only for one-on-one clients, that are only for content, because it's very clear when and how I'm showing up. And this goes back to efficient time management. Okay. So if right now you feel so overwhelmed, it's probably because it's inefficient time management. Okay. So when we're talking about putting these different plans, systems into your day, it's so, so important that you look at where you need to be showing up. And to be honest, all of the clients that I have, and even myself included, like there might be some days when you're heavier on the kids than you are on the work, or vice versa, because life calls for it. You can have all the systems and all the strategies in the world, but when your kids get sick, who wants to be there? Most of the time it's mom. Okay, let's be real. So that being said, all of this can be implemented, but when real life happens, these systems, these applications are going to be there to support you even more. Like I say all the time, the more you have going on, the better this is going to serve you, the more this is going to serve you, because it only helps you to be the best version of yourself across the board, as a mom, as a wife, and as a business owner. Okay. So in the High Performance Academy, we tackle these inefficient time management, the loopholes, or I should say, kind of like inefficiencies. Okay. And the training, what you're learning about, has proven techniques where we get to show you how this all works and integrates into your business, from scheduling to plans and roadmaps to structure. A lot of times it's a very simple restructure that's going to help you tap into making this all work together. Okay. So implement these 5. Okay. The reason why we feel like we can't get anything done is because there's no game plan, there's no support, there's no systems. These 5, and I'm going to recap them for you. These 5 game-changing applications, systems, and strategies will allow you to show up and be present in your business and as a wife and as a mother, or whatever area you want to show up in. But I'll tell you, if you don't have these, you're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel stressed out, and it's going to be a lot harder for you than if you did have them in your business. So get these 5 integrated now, today. Don't wait. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be. So let's recap the 5 reasons why you can't get anything done as a working mom. Number 1, you're not prioritizing what moves the needle. Number 2, you're not utilizing automation. Number 3, you're not delegating. Get that delegation. Number 4, you haven't built consistency. And number 5, there's inefficient time management. So tackle these head on, reach out to me. I will link my information in the description below and in the show notes. You can contact me on Instagram at Sandi Glandt, or just shoot me an email, sandra@sandraglandt.com, and we can talk about how you can start integrating these systems, strategies into your business to make your business grow in a way that you get to work smarter, not harder. So these 5 tips, I hope that you get them integrated today. You start working on them, because these will help you as a busy working mom get more done in less time, and actually prioritizes what moves the needle forward. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And by the way, comment below and let me know what you would add to this list. We just recapped 5 of these reasons why you're not getting anything done. But what else do you have? Throw it at me. I will make content on you for it, because look, we are in this together. I want to support you as the busy working mom to show you that it's all possible. You get to have it all. I like to say the babies, the business, and the bank account. Okay. Oh, and the body. We get to have it all. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And until next time, make sure you go out and slay your day.